In this video, I'll be using questions to make sure I get the best from the staff member Emma. I need to remember that this is to develop the staff member. My responsibility is to support, give advice and help them think things through. I'll be using the GROW model. I'll ask questions to help them recognise positive and negative impacts. I'll encourage them to come up with their own insight and solutions, and then I'll summarise so they see their viewpoint from a third party. The GROW model: goal, reality, options and obstacles, and way forward. Goal: what do I want to achieve? What do I aspire to? Reality: what happened? Where are we now? Why did this happen? And what's the impact? Options and obstacles: what could we do differently and what might get in the way? Way forward: how do you feel about achieving the goal now? What do we need to do and how do we overcome those obstacles? In a coaching session, this may happen in a different order. You might start with the reality, then explore the options, then choose a goal, then work through how to achieve that goal. Hi Emma, how are you today?
Hi Jo, good, are you?
Yep, really good. Okay, can you tell me one thing that you found difficult or annoying over the past year?
I'm not sure really, I think I've had a good year.
I wouldn't disagree with you. When you were dealing with the Bradford Road project, I remember you finding that quite difficult and we talked about it quite a few times.
Yeah, I found that really tough.
Yeah, I think maybe would it be useful to talk through it about what happened and identify what we might do differently next time?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, do you want to tell me a little bit about what happened initially?
Well, I initially got the request from you to do the project and then I spoke to everybody involved just to understand what they wanted, but it just took too long to get any decisions.
So from what you've told me, what would you say were the biggest things that got in your way?
I think it's because people didn't really understand what was being asked and I was getting really frustrated.
Okay, so you were getting frustrated and you didn't understand what people wanted. Just tell me a little bit about why that was so difficult.
I think it's because there was no real plan and people wanted different things and I couldn't even get an answer from people even though I kept emailing them.
On reflection then, and with hindsight, what other options could you have explored that might have got a better outcome?
Well, emailing definitely didn't work, so maybe I could have called them and planned in some more meetings. I could have also set up some guidelines and maybe some deadlines for the project.
If you'd done that, what do you think would have been the impact?
I think everybody would have been clearer on what was expected and wanted and maybe just that more personal contact with them.
So if you did a project like this again and you did what you've just talked about, what could get in the way, do you think?
Probably time commitment to meet up and speak because we all work in different offices, so I think that would be a barrier.
Yeah, people don't have a lot of time, do they? How do you think you could overcome those obstacles?
Probably just creating a set of ground rules really for the project, drop-ins at their desk and really explain the impacts of them not meeting those deadlines.
Do you think giving them deadlines when requesting information might help?
Oh yeah, definitely, I think it would, and I could use that to my advantage if they didn't meet the deadlines.
Okay, that's great. Emma, thank you very much.
Thank you.
In this video, I jumped around the GROW model, but covered each section. You may also need to spend more time on reality and options depending on how easily the person can think through the situation. Here's what I did. I started by asking them something they found difficult and then I discussed the reality and impacts. I then asked them how they could change this, discussing both options and goals. I finally asked what could get in the way and how they may overcome these, which is identifying the way forward.